What up, though? You are now listening to another episode of Dead End Gaming. I am 1/4 of your host, BC430. Episode 146. That's right? Episode 146.
Yep.
I'm literally just, I was just guessing. I was like, okay, I think we did 145 last week. All right, cool. 146. Always appreciate you guys, new listeners, always long time listeners, everyone. Always appreciate you guys listening to the show, watching us on Twitch live. And like I said before, I am 1/4 of your host. Tonight with me, I got Granddad Willie.
Granddaughter, 1,000 hours, album of the century. I'm not toxic, y'all. I just want love to spread. That's all I
want. Yeah, producer extraordinaire, Bloodbath.
Kev in this bitch.
Hey.
While I'm here, I also want to comment on how everybody's wearing a black shirt except for BZ430's old red apple cherry face ass
fucking
over
up the
there.
whole fit, fucking up the whole flow of the show.
Decided to roll his raspberry looking ass into the show this
late
week.
for Valentine's Day ass nigga.
So this is so we on this today, okay?
You ain't get the memo, bro. It's black shirts all day, bro.
Didn't get the memo.
This is where we going.
He rolled up in here wearing his tomato outfit. He clearly didn't get the memo.
This is where we going. So we doing this today, okay?
Yeah, we doing this today.
Right?
So he said roll up look like the Airheads logo.
Hey. Let me bring in the lovely Tyler, aka Lovely Curls.
No, y'all, aka Sweetest Spot, aka the Hoodie Bandit, aka Boogie in Yo Hoodie, aka Yo the Hoodie Tight Son. Don't run that shit, bitch. Know what I mean?
She can't even get her saying out. She laughing at me. For those new listeners, this show is separated into 3 parts. This first part is games that we played past week. Second part is news and topics, and the last part is one gotta go or scenario, and live question queue from you guys, from you listeners. So with that being said, Bloodbath, what you been playing this week?
All right, this week has been a pretty regular week over here in the gaming space. I played some Apex poorly. Started out good. Look, y'all, started out playing Apex good last week. You know, Seer drops. I was like, new black man. You know, I gotta get hit, as the kids would say. I tried using them. I got better with them, and then I realized, you know what? This game don't love me, because I played some Apex the other day, y'all. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. I ain't never played this bad as an individual or as a unit. We did not win a single gunfight.
Wait, was that when we played when me, you and Swino? Yeah.
Oh my
god, that was horrible. Yeah. I don't know
us
what happened.
2 plus Swino, and me and Swino play all the time, and we usually do okay. When I tell you us 3, it's not like it was just one of us doing bad. No, all of us, we was losing gunfights collectively, game after game. And it was like some games we'd ride out by not seeing people, and the other game we see people immediately and it's just done. Like it didn't matter what we tried. I think the only fight we won was when we jumped at one person with the hands. That's the only fight
we actually
won,
literally
like,
physically jumped somebody, and we had to put the hands and feet on them. That's it. That was the only victory we had.
I came into that day feeling so chipper about Apex. Oh, Apex is fun. Apex is great. I left out that day depressed. I was like, shit, is it me? Am I really a tiger?
Sometimes you just have a bad day. Sometimes the gun just don't shoot the way you want it. It happens.
Yeah, bro. It'd be like that. So I haven't touched that game in days. I need to let it cool off.
You really let them run you off the game for a couple of days, Kev?
It had to cool off. It was too hot over there. I'm from Florida. I don't just because I know the heat don't like playing in the heat. You gotta go inside. So yeah, I ain't touched it in a couple of days. I'm gonna be back on it though. I ain't gonna quit. I'm not gonna quit. I had to take a step back, reassess. You know, then I'm gonna come back popping. I went out there, got those back paddle things for the PS4, so now I can crouch spam. Now I got more options in my arsenal. So I played that. Played some 2K per usual, just to keep the skills sharp. Still ain't played with the guys yet, but we will soon. Once my cousin Dab, he moved to a new play shop. Once he get internet set up, then we can get the whole team back together and we'll be popping.
Yeah. Yep. I'm ready to get the squad back together.
Yeah. So then what else? I started Assassin's Creed Origins. It's been cool so far. It's nice. It's in Egypt. I've only seen like 3 white people so far, so it's been pretty accurate as far as I can tell. There's not that many white people in Egypt. Do not let these history books lie to you. Yes, it's been pretty fun. I can't complain. It's real different from the other Assassin's Creed because it's like the one where they started the real changes and made it like a real RPG. So I ain't really assassinated nobody yet. Maybe I'm not far enough into the game. I've been sneaking up on niggas, but I ain't got no hidden blade or nothing yet. I ain't heard the word assassin yet. I just been a Egyptian dude. He cool though. I fuck with him, but I ain't no assassin. So I'm just a killer for right now. Maybe I'll become an assassin later. And what else I played? Played some Knockout City. Just played that. I played on stream yesterday with B over on his channel. Then early today, I played with Granddad Willie with him early today too. And for people wondering, both of them are now cardholder members of Crew Shiesty. They both climbed up the ranks. You know what I'm saying? They earned their respect out here. They can now rep. They can now rep Crew Shiesty proudly.
That's right.
That's right. You out here.
Fucking right.
I think that's all I played. I think that's it.
What about you, Tyler?
It's funny that you're talking about Assassin's Creed Origins. I have not played it, but it is in my backlog, and I bought a copy of it like 2 years ago, and ain't so much just opened it. But I really do want to get back to that one day. Y'all know me, the usual. I literally have not played anything but Apex this week. It's been a whole lot going on. I was thinking about Persona 5 Royal yesterday because I want to get back to that. Still need to go back and finish Spiritfarer because I haven't finished that, but I am going out of town soon. And so I'm thinking that for that, I'm not going to take either of my my consoles with me, like I'm not going to take like my Xbox or my PlayStation with me. So since I'll have my Switch with me, then that'll give me an opportunity to finally go back and finish Spiritfarer. But yeah, been hitting Apex pretty hard this week. I had like last night I had a pretty good night. I can't remember if it was last night or the night before last. Maybe it was the night before last. One night I got like 3 dubs in a row. That was pretty lit. And I fuck with Seer. They're about to nerf Seer, which pisses me off because I don't think that they should do that. But
man, they need to nerf him.
You know that nigga need to be nerfed.
We not finna just lie because we black. That nigga need a nerf.
That man is a menace.
Yeah, he a menace, but I don't think he's a menace in a way that's like game breaking.
Man,
you gotta get people. I feel like people are not even taking the chance to try to learn how to play against him without just complaining that he's OP. And like, now Respawn's gonna nerf him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he only been in the game for they always trying to keep a black man down. You know what I'm saying? He been in the game for like 6 days.
He's the only one.
He's the only one.
That's what I'm saying. He been in the game for 6 days. They already about to try to break him down and take his power away. So that's the shit I be talking about right there. But yeah, I'm kind of mad that they're about to nerf Seer. So I've been wanting to play with him more to really get my good OG Seer in before they start, chopping him off at the knees. Mm-hmm. But I played with him a little bit. I do like him a lot, but I've mostly just been sort of bouncing around from people to people and playing Revenant and playing Mirage and doing the little play 2 games as this person for the battle pass and all that. So yep, that's it. That's all I've played this week.
All right, I go next. So yes, I played KO City. I streamed that yesterday with Bloodbath and Isaiah. Play some more of the Ascend on Game Pass. Play some more. I think I thought I was almost done with Dishonored, but I still got some. I'm almost there with the first Dishonored before I go into Dishonored 2. So I've been playing that. Played some Destiny 2 with my godson. What else? Play some more Warframe with Blood and Bell and Black, and play some Wildlands as well. And what else? And I play of course I played Gears with y'all know Gears. Me and Granddad, we going through this Gears 4. Man, we was gangsters as hell this past Thursday.
Oh yeah. Except
for the time where I couldn't get past the little lighting.
The lightning. You was getting fricasseed, bro. You was getting, bro. This man was getting.
Dude, I was getting. How many times did I like 12 times?
Bro, it had to be like 12, 13 times,
dude,
bro. And the funny part about it is, I kept making it to the end, and this man kept getting electrocuted. And I was trying. I said, "B, go this way." I am going this way. I'm like, bro, this man could not get through.
You were like, okay, you go for it. Okay, now go left. Go right.
I had to walk him, go left, go right. I had to walk him through the whole thing to get through it, but it's gotten better though. Definitely, it was a slow start, but I'm really digging Gears 4 now.
And we saw Marcus.
Marcus in that thing now. Old as hell.
That shit was live.
Old as hell now.
That shit was live as hell, man. We saw Marcus. So, but yeah, we getting through this, man. I think maybe 2 more streams we'll be done with Gears 4. And then I played Mario Kart with Serena. I don't know if she's in the chat. Serena RM. I hopped in her stream and she was playing Mario Kart. And I need to figure this out too. I need, Tyler and Granddad, I need to get y'all friend thing too, because I had to add. She had to add me as a friend. I'm like, how you do this? I'm like, how you do all that? And then to come to find out, I didn't even have it online, so I had to pay the little $20 to have online. She was like, you gotta have it easy. So I played with her and her daughter. That was pretty fun. And then I think that's it. That's all I've been playing. Yep. What about you, Granddad?
So yeah, Gears 4 with you, really digging it. Yeah, we should, like I said, we should definitely be done with the next like 1 or 2 streams. Also played some KO City, like Kev said, played some KO City on stream. Down with Cruise Shiesty now, was getting it in. Also played some Mario Kart 8 at the house though, because it's been so I was playing some of that off stream. Played a little bit more. I went back to Returnal for a little bit, and not playing it that much makes it more difficult. It makes it even more difficult. So I only played it for a little bit, then I kind of put it down. Went back, played some more Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. I'm almost done with that. I think I'm like at the last. I'm gonna stream it again tomorrow. I think I'm at the final part of the game, of the main campaign. But it's really dope. It's a really good game. It's been taking me a while to finish it. And also played some Apex. I played with Kev. Like I said, we had a horrible night. But then the day after I played, and then I played a lot better. I actually got a dub. So played that, and then at the end of it all, I played Mortal Kombat 11, Combat League. So yeah, definitely getting my skills right on that. I play a little bit of Guilty Gear as well, a little bit more, but it's still taking me some time to kind of figure out who I want to really main. I'm bouncing between like 2 different characters right now, but it's dope.
All right, cool. Tyler, boy, I sure hope you can help me through Fallout 76 one day, or we can play some. So what? Do I have to just let you know? Like, is it that easy?
Well, you know how my schedule be, but I mean, if I'm available, I'm always down, because that's another, I said all I've played this week is Apex, and I was mentioning some of the other things I want to get back to, but Fallout 76 is, of course, one of the ones that I've been really wanting to get back to, and I'm definitely going to. I mean, I feel like if for the foreseeable future, Fallout 76 is going to continue to be one of those games that I come back to when I have time. And I feel like it's kind of designed for that anyway. But yeah, I'm so serious about this. If I'm available, especially if you can give me like a couple days notice, or it's one of my days where I'm not super swamped, I am always down to jump on Fallout 76. So you can like get in there and, you can start leveling up, and then we can be out there, fucking killing ghouls and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Guess I got to hit you up during Tyler hours, huh? hit her with a 2:30 a.m. text like 76 down with some Fallout 76. She was like, "Bet."
She made like, you probably can't even text. You got to send your carrier pigeon out at.
Oh no! Wow. Damn! Not. Don't do that to Tyler.
Yeah, you can just use a smoke signal. You ain't got to use a carrier pigeon.
Okay. Right. All right, so on the news and topics, I guess we could start this one off because this is actually kind of fresh and new, just hit today. About 5 hours ago, roughly, Idris Elba tweeted, "Knock knock," with the picture of, we all know if you play Sonic, if you're a Sonic head, you already know what that fist was that he tweeted a picture saying knock knock, and it was Knuckles. Of course, it's no date, but that's as we expected, it's gonna be on a new upcoming, whenever it comes out, the new the next Sonic movie. So what y'all think? What y'all think about him being a voice for that character?
Well, first of all, let me say, I feel like we specifically had a conversation about whether or not Knuckles was going to be in
we did. We sure did.
That was one of the first things that jumped out at me, is like, wow, because I didn't think he was going to be in Sonic 2. I thought they were going to hold off.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. I thought it was going to hold off into the third Sonic movie. Like, that's what I thought. But
I mean, I think it's cool. I'm really just waiting for more information to come out. I'd like to hear, and like, I don't really like trailers or anything, but I would like to just hear a trailer with him speaking. Then that's all as we to see what kind of voice he's going for in this.
Yeah.
But I mean, you would know more than me, B, since you're the stunt double on the set.
What?
So we can tell by your red shirt. So you would know more about Knuckles than me.
Damn.
You've been on set multiple times.
Boy, you on the road today, boy. You are on the road today. You in red form.
B keeps his rings in his backpack. So yeah, whenever B relays the information to us about what's going on set, that's when we'll realize what we can and can't say, and then we'll bring the news to y'all better.
so Isaiah and Bean said the movie is April 8th, 2022. So that's the date.
Oh, okay, that's the public. You were saying it might be delays or something, and you'll know before we do.
I wouldn't know, bruh. I wouldn't know.
You can't say, you can't say nothing.
It's NDAs, yeah. I understand.
I get them NDAs, B. I get it. All right.
I get it.
You don't want to fuck with the money. I get it.
Not you, granddad.
Look, I get it, bro. Look,
I get it.
Look, you gotta get out there
chasing that Knuckles bag,
right?
You know what I'm saying?
I respect it. Knuckles, one of my favorite Sonic characters. He's like up there, so I'm like, look, I respect it. I'm glad you out there representing for the boy.
So
getting all the coins and the ranks,
right?
Granddad, why you say you was worried?
So I said I was worried because it's just a very interesting and left field choice to have Idris Elba voice Knuckles. Like if you know anything about Knuckles throughout the span of anybody who's voiced Knuckles, Idris Elba would never come in your mind as a voice to play that character. Now, granted, Idris Elba is a really good actor, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna find a way to make I don't think he's gonna go with a full blown English accent. I think he's gonna kind of find a way to tweak it. Maybe he will. Maybe they say, hey, we want to just make Knuckles, have this English accent now, which I mean,
like 21 Savage,
right? Yeah, maybe what if Knuckles was always British? He was always, but he hit it from the streets. That could be the
hit it from the streets.
That could be the subplot for Sonic 2. Look, Knuckles out here. He hit his real origins from the streets, and now Idris Elba is going to tell that story. I'm with that.
They just stole 21 Savage's life and made it Knuckles' plot.
Okay. Exactly. Look, I'm with that. But as a big fan of Knuckles, I really fuck with the character Knuckles. I'm excited that he's going to be in the second movie. I thought they were going to wait to the third movie because they're going to do Tails as well. So I guess they're just going to throw. Maybe they'll do Shadow in the third one if they do the third one. Maybe that's what they're gonna do. But yeah, it's just an interesting choice, and I'm worried because I hope that Idris takes this character and he really does bring some kind of life to the character to make it feel like Knuckles and his personality and the way that he is. So I'm curious though. I'm not against it. It's just like, all right, I don't know where this is gonna go. So I guess we'll have to just wait to that first trailer when it drops and we hear those first voice lines from the new Knuckles. But yeah, I mean, hopefully, like the first Sonic movie was solid. I enjoyed it. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. And as long as they keep with that same momentum as the first one, we should be okay. But yeah, I just want to see.
Okay, did you already say your piece, Tyler? I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no. Basically, that was the first thing that jumped out at me, that they're actually gonna have Knuckles in the second movie. That was like the main thing for me. And other than that, I mean, it's interesting. I'm interested to see how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah, I am too. Because like I said, I was surprisingly impressed with the first Sonic movie.
Me too.
So,
it was decent.
I think we all was.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, we all. Yeah, we all left that theater like, oh, okay, like that actually wasn't corny or bad.
All right, so now the
crazy to think that's one of the last movies that we saw in the theater before COVID popped up.
Before COVID, yes. What was you about to say?
I was going to say, how British do y'all think Knuckles is going to be? Because Detox About Gaming said he thinks it's going to be a random scene where he's drinking tea. Y'all thinking tea and crumpets British? He gonna be talking about the Queen British, or he just gonna be
I seriously doubt they gonna give him a full blown British accent. I seriously doubt that. Like, I think Idris is good enough of an actor to be able to kind of tweak his voice to kind of fit this character. He'll probably sound a little bit like that, but he ain't gonna sound full blown like Queen from I'm straight from England. Like,
he ain't gonna say oi. He ain't gonna say oi not once in the whole movie.
He's not gonna say. He's not gonna say.
How many? He's
not gonna say bloody hell Sonic. He's not gonna be doing that. No.
In it, the way we say in the sentences with in it. How many in it's we gonna
look? DEG up here about to put a case on all of us right now because we doing all these horrible English accents. DEG is like, please stop.
DEG like, y'all gonna be playing basketball at Pelican Bay.
See, that's
just going off. What was you about to say, Granddad?
Nah, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to the movie in general because, I mean, as long as there's no pushbacks and they learn from not making a horrible first trailer like they did with the first movie. If they make a really good trailer, and they just showcase Knuckles and he looks dope, because I think I've seen screenshots of how he's supposed to look. in the past. So if everything comes together right, then because we know how Tails is gonna sound, and Tails sounds like how Tails would sound. Sonic's voice fits. So they most likely have. I mean, Idris Elba most likely is gonna study this character and say, okay, we're gonna find a way to. He found a way to make this character fit with a voice. So we'll see.
Yeah, I had a feeling Knuckles was always somewhat black. And then playing them games,
right?
I don't know why.
Real talk. Knuckles is a brother.
I used to be like, man, I bet Knuckles is a brother.
Knuckles is definitely a brother. No, Knuckles definitely a brother.
So I think them having Idris Elba, for them having Idris Elba to voice that, I'm like,
now he a brother. When you know like we know Piccolo a brother in Dragon Ball Z.
Clearly a black person. That's different.
But he ain't black.
Different.
He green.
That's whole different.
He green as hell, but we know he black. Just how he operate. We know. Same thing with Knuckles.
Yeah, I don't know, but hey, y'all know better than me. If y'all say so, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, I always had a feeling. I swear I had a feeling.
I mean, look.
Okay, all right.
He gonna come out wearing a whole red coat.
All right. Hold on, I gotta mute something. So Kevin, go to the next topic real quick.
All right, that's cool with me too. All right. So yeah, we're done talking about BZ's stunt job where he's on set being Knuckles day in, day out. And now this next thing is kind of ties into what we were talking about last week. We just wanted to bring it up to show y'all that this is a problem that happens all over the world, not just the Activision Blizzard. But there was a former employee from Scuff. She made a tweet longer talking about her experiences there and how they were like basically like sexually assaulting her and like making really crude and like sexist remarks about like towards her and about her and her time there. Scuff, if anybody doesn't know, they make high-end controllers for pretty much every platform. They make high-end controllers. They're pretty expensive. So I don't even know what her role there was, but I think she started out as just like a products tester, and then she got like a full-time job there. And she said while she was there, people would make sexually suggestive statements to her, and like people would be real disrespectful to her. She was groped, like all kinds of inappropriate
which one of them was
things.
gonna fuck her first? Because she was apparently the second woman to ever work there.
Yeah,
and shit like that. And it's just I literally said when we was talking about this before. I just want to say this real quick before we like talk about more details. But I literally said when we was talking about Activision and Blizzard, like we gonna hear another one of these in a couple of weeks. It's just same.
You
shit.
did, yep. You really did, yep. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm sorry.
So I mean, she was right, as we all assumed she was going to be right, because like this stuff happens everywhere, and it's like there's weirdos everywhere. You never know. So yeah, she was her twit longer. It's not like a crazy long twit longer, but she said that she went to HR every time, and that they would tell her, and they would tell her that she's just being sensitive, and that she was saying like the only way to get to HR was to ask a higher up to use their key to even let you over to that side of the building. So it's just like you had to tell them you're going to HR, which that breaks the whole confidentiality thing of going to HR. Mm-hmm. And it's like everything they did was backwards and set up to really make her fail. I mean, she said that like earlier on when she was there, one guy expressed how much he didn't like having her around, how it made him uncomfortable. And like he threw a controller at her one time and stuff. Like,
because he said it used to be a safe place for men before she was there. That's crazy. A quote. I'm doing quote fingers for those of y'all that are watching, but that's a quote. Like it was a safe place for men before she got there.
Damn.
Yeah, they was just doing a lot over there. Yeah.
I guess this week Scuff was like, hold my beer.
Scuff was like, y'all thought y'all was the only ones fucked up. You ain't heard about us yet. Like I said, everybody doing. It's gonna be some more. There's gonna be some more. Everybody up to no good out here.
Yeah, it's just gonna be one. It's like a domino effect. Like one.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like a big snowball. Yeah, it's like an avalanche. It's like
right,
it's starting off small, and then it's just like a company here. Here come another company, another company, another company. This shit is sickening, man. I'm so sick of hearing this. I'm sick of hearing this.
And it makes you just like kind of like feel. It leaves a bad taste after a point. Like it's like okay, this is because we all love playing video games. We all love being but like when you see the people who are behind, creating this stuff, it just makes you just like think like how just these people are just disgusting, vile, like they don't need to have these jobs and these positions, but they just allowed to get away and do all this bullshit. And it's just like one thing. How to say one thing after another, and it's multiple different companies. It's not just one isolated company. It's all these companies are doing this shit. And I'm just glad that now that it's starting to come to light, and all these people are being, you know, held accountable, and well, they should be held accountable, but these people are they're being, you know, put on blast for all this shit that they're doing, because it's got to stop at some point. At some point these things are going to keep coming out to where everybody's going to be, all right, something's got to change. So, you know, to all these young ladies who are, you know, speaking up, keep doing it, keep you know, telling the world all these horrible things that are happening in these companies, because they need to know. Like, people need to know that this is going on for sure, because it can't just keep being allowed to happen over and over again and swept under the rug and all that other bullshit. So
not at all.
And that's like one thing, because obviously shit like this has been happening since forever, you know. But the thing is like, now that people have the outlet to be able to get their story out, whether it's you know, the what's the word I'm looking for? The terrain kind of changing as it relates to, as more stuff comes out, it makes other people more comfortable to share what happened to them, because they can see that people are actually paying attention and like listening. And so, but yeah, it makes me so fucking mad, because like I said, it's going to be another story in 2 weeks. This shit is fucking ubiquitous. It's everywhere.
Man. And anything else I want to add about this one?
Oh no.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I added this one to the notes, because like I was sent this one. I saw it first from Diogen in the Discord. Dio, as he likes to be called. He put it in the Discord, and I was just like, you know what? This kind of ties in line with Activision Blizzard and obviously Ubisoft, who's gonna find a way to pop back up in these weird stories. I'm just waiting. Like, I'm pretty sure next week somebody else's story is going to come out. It's either going to be one from one of the companies we've already heard of before, or somebody else we didn't hear of yet. But it's going to happen again in like the next couple of weeks, if not next week.
Dio said something in the chat right there that I think is really worth pointing out or repeating, like on the podcast. Like, with all these stories coming out, is it really worth it to work in the gaming industry if you love games? And like, that's the fucking kicker. That's the thing that's so horrible about it, because so many women, you know, just end up leaving their jobs entirely, and like, or leaving the industry. That's why you see percentages in tech in general. You know, you'll see percentages showing that so many women that say come out of school with that educational background or that degree wanting to be in the tech industry, like some like 50%, like 50 end up leaving by like a certain point. And a lot of it has to do with stuff like that. And it's fucked up, because it's like, on one hand, do you put up with it because you want your job or you need to pay your bills? Like the girl even mentioned, the one who put out her story about Scuff, that, you know, she had bills to pay and people have bills to pay. It's like, and if you're not getting any support, and you know that, you know, your bosses aren't letting you get to HR, or you get to HR and HR is on some bullshit, because at the end of the day, the HR is the friend of the company, not the friend of you. And so it's like, what do you do in those situations? Like, if that's where your area of expertise is, if you're worried about losing your job for, like, if you speak up, do you just like leave the industry entirely, even though that's what you love doing or that's what you were hired for? It's just fucked up. And then again, like I was saying last week or the week before when we were talking about this, that's how the cycle just perpetuates itself, because these women end up leaving, even though theoretically they're the ones who might be able to make the landscape better for the people that are coming after them. Like, if these women stayed and then more women came and then the company had more women, so it wasn't just two there, you know. But at the same time, you can't expect people to just put themselves on the line or martyr themselves and put up with some bullshit just to make it easier for somebody else. I get all of that. So it's just fucked up. It's like, it's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like, what can be the end goal for all this? But it just seems like there's no end in sight.
It's like there's just more and more dirt getting uncovered. Like, shit. Like, it's like a bottomless pit of just all this terrible shit that's like keep going and going and going.
So Steph put out a little tweet talking about you know, we've heard about what a former employee said, and we take these allegations very seriously, and we don't tolerate that here. It's like, bullshit. Every single fucking company puts out some bullshit statement like that, you know. And so that's why it's sort of disheartening. On one hand, it's great that people are coming out and it's sort of like the dirt is getting uncovered, like Granddad said. But on the other hand, it's so fucking infuriating how it's always just the same shit. Like, they always give some little PR friendly, like, oh, we don't tolerate this. It's like, clearly you tolerate it. And then, the next cycle comes up, whoever else is doing this next week is going to come out. And then people like slowly start to forget whoever, or it moves out of the news cycle. People aren't talking about Activision as much as they were, a few weeks ago, because there's new shit in the news cycle. So it's like, it's one of those things where, it gets uncovered, but then it just sort of gets buried again. It's just all a fucking mess.
Yeah, it is. It is. All right. So I guess in the lighter news for all you Street Fighter heads, it is a character that's going to be available this November that you can acquire either through Character Pass or Premium Pass, a new Street Fighter character, a DLC character from Street Fighter, which is supposed to be the final DC character in the Street Fighter 5 and this Street Fighter 5 game. And I'm trying to find his name. Hold on, as I'm looking. You know his name, Kevin?
It's Luke.
Luke. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Luke is the final DLC character, which add the final count to 45. I ain't even know. Damn, I ain't know Street Fighter had that many fighters on that
5
game.
has a lot of characters.
Damn, I did not know that. It brought the total.
They just been riding this game out, bro. They just look, we don't need to make nothing new yet. Y'all still got 5.
Yeah, it's kind of
the same way with Tekken.
Yeah,
they've been riding this Street Fighter 5 for a good minute. So yeah,
they kind of have to, because I don't know if you remember, people, when Street Fighter 5 came out, it was bare. Like the game wasn't really finished. Like people hated it when it first came out.
I think I slightly remember that. I remember people was really complaining about Street Fighter 5. They was like, well, hell, I could have just still stay playing Street Fighter 4. But yeah, I do remember 5 was getting a lot of backlash when it first originally came out. But yeah, I didn't know they got up to 45 45 fighters, and they say it was going to help expand the Street Fighter world. So they're saying it's a key way to maybe, for Street Fighter 6, I'm pretty sure he might be maybe one of the original characters for Street Fighter 6.
That's what I think.
Yeah, whenever that drops, I think I think that too. I think he might be one of the original characters when you first get Street Fighter 6. So I don't know what direction you still gonna have. I'm pretty sure they're gonna still have Ryu, still gonna have Ken.
Got to,
man. They're gonna have the OGs for sure. But I like the fact that they are introducing a lot of new characters, and he looks really dope. Like I was watching the trailer a few times, and I like his play style a lot.
Because he's like new. He's not like no one that was from Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 3 or something like that. Like he is a complete new character. Yeah. So that's pretty
And
dope.
It would be cool if they did go a direction where they kind of like put the focus on like this character or another character that's like not Ken or Ryu or somebody that we've known ever since Street Fighter first came out. But yeah, I mean, if Street Fighter 6, which I think they're gonna ride this game probably at least until the middle part of next year, and then maybe we'll get a Street Fighter 6 announcement around tournament season time. But yeah, like he looks dope. I mean, and like I said, 45 characters in this game. It's a lot for a Street Fighter game. A lot, but there's a lot of characters here that are either new or that aren't really as prominent from like the main titles that are starting to get love. So I think what they're doing with these DLCs is starting to craft the characters that they want to start shining or showcasing in 6, and kind of like peeling back on the OG characters. Still give us the ones that we love, but still kind of like, okay, these are a lot of new characters we want to explore and have new players or current players start to connect with. So I think it's dope.
Agree with that. My only issue, his moveset looks great. His moves look dope. I like that they have like a guy person, I guess we went to a person whose moves are like MMA based.
Yeah.
I just don't like his look. What corny as shit. It's just like their 4th or 5th blonde hair, blue-eyed white man they added. Capcom loves adding another random white man to the game.
Well, because if you look at his trunks, it says USA on him. So whenever they think USA, but there's the thing, whenever they think USA, let's just get a blonde haired, blue-eyed white dude. Like that's the easiest thing they can do. So they don't even really think about it. But like I feel like he reminds me of like a Ken Balrog, sort of like a Ken Balrog mix, but also somebody else I can't think of. But it seems like he's just he doesn't seem truly original. He just seems like a mesh of a lot of different characters. But I feel
he looked generic.
Yeah,
but I mean, kind of what you're saying. You say he's like a mesh of characters. I mean, if his style is MMA, ain't nothing but mixed martial arts, so it's supposed to look like everything,
Mm-hmm. So I mean, we'll see how when he finally releases. Or I don't know if he's out yet now, but how people take him as far as when people start playing with him and how he fits in the tournament scene. But also, like, if it's a new character, there's definitely time to develop him, make changes and tweaks, especially if he's going to be a focal point in Street Fighter 6. They definitely have to make this character stand out at some point. Because if he just kind of flops, then people aren't going to really care when the next game comes around and he's, the marquee character or a marquee character. So hopefully he plays well and people really gravitate towards him. So we'll see.
Look, I do hope he's a good character. I'm always happy when games can drop new original characters for like games that have existed for a long time. So it's like the games can keep getting refreshed and trying new stuff. I do hope he's a good character. I just feel like his design is a little boring. He literally has stars and stripes tattooed on him. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's just like, what? This is corny. But
yeah,
like I said, his moves look cool. If they could just jazz up his look some, I'd be with it. I just feel like he just look boring. He just looks stale.
I feel that.
He looks like a more corny version of Guile. At least Guile got that.
See, that's what I was going to say.
That's probably what I was thinking about. That's probably what I was thinking about.
Video, based off the video that Granddad put up on the stream, he remind me of like a kind of like a Guile mixed with a Ken or something like
Guile,
that.
Balrog, Ken mix. Probably that's probably what it would be like.
Yeah, I was thinking more Guile before Balrog, but I mean, I can see Balrog too.
Yeah,
Balrog, because of the boxing.
The boxing aspect to it, yeah.
Yeah,
I've seen people like, and King Kong being one of the people saying that he looks like Steve from Tekken, which kind of does look like Steve. So.
And it's hard to come up with brand new characters with fighting games because there's so many characters. So it's like, I bet it's like, all right, look, let's just figure something out because the only game that really comes up with really cool, unique characters is either Mortal Kombat or I found that with Guilty Gear too. Guilty Gear has a lot of unique type of characters as well. But like Street Fighter and Tekken, they kind of usually ping pong off each other with like the type of character it is, or it's usually just like a carbon copy of someone that they already got. So they really don't, venture too far out as far as creativity with their characters. But I don't know.
The one thing I do appreciate about fighting games, though, something else is they usually only introduce characters as long as there's like it's like a fighting discipline they haven't touched yet. Like they don't have any MMA people in the game technically, so they had to add one because like they gotta add different martial arts styles. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in Street Fighter technically has their own different fighting styles. So it's like except for the copies of each other, those are just like different. But it's like they usually only introduce people whose fighting style is brand new, which I appreciate. Like I think that's always dope when they try to like, all right, we ain't got anybody who fights like this yet. We got to make them. Like I always think that stuff is cool, keeping up with different fighting styles. But
yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how the scene takes him when he drops in. See if he's a character that kind of gravitates to people and is strong enough to carry a game. I don't think he's gonna carry Street Fighter 6, but I don't think so. I don't think Capcom's that dumb to kind of like put all their faith in a character like that, especially one that looks so basic. But I think they'll probably like tag him along or attach him to like a OG character, maybe attach him to Ken or something like that, and then kind of have like him be like Ken's protege or something like that, or him and Ken have a rivalry and he beats Ken and takes up the mantle or some shit like that. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
I agree. Anything to piggyback him off of somebody who's already cool would probably help him.
Right.
All right. On to the last topic. After 10 years, Twitch will finally Twitch ban accounts or ban streamers that are temporary banned, they now have an enforcement notification they send out to suspended users that will let them know the name of the content, the date, and the violation of why they've been banned or whatever. So now Twitch is finally putting that into play. I think today, was it today, Kevin, that it finally went in enforcement?
I think yesterday.
Yesterday? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they finally, pretty much they're pretty much going to explain to you like, all right, motherfucker, this is why you banned. This is what you did. This is when you said it. This is blase. So I think that's kind of cool because I saw something. I think it was either yesterday or today, or people was going into somebody's Twitch chats and like saying crazy, like racist stuff or like just really, really saying some foul stuff on people's Twitch channels and stuff while they were streaming. So like I saw that I think yesterday, and then now I see this topic come up, and I don't know if this kind of takes in the place of what's been going on. And I don't know if Diogen probably knows even more so because I know he'd be up on that stuff a lot. But yeah, it's I think that's dope. I mean, I think that's cool that they let them know, because you know how sometimes Twitch users always try to act like what, I don't know how I got suspended. I don't know what happened. Like what, you know. So I feel like with this, I'm glad Twitch put something in place to where they can be like, nah, bro, this is what you said or this is what you violated. This goes against our, you know, Twitch terms and service community and or whatever, how they gonna, you know, how they gonna word it. So yeah, I think that's, you know, I think that's cool. I think that's, you know, I think finally after they say what 10 years in the making of doing this, I think that should have been something. I feel like stuff like this, I feel like companies should have kind of like guidelines and stuff in place already. So where they'd be like, okay, look, if this person, you know, violate this such and such, we can, you know, we can do this. I don't think it shouldn't have took them this long.
It don't take no 10 years to
That's
get
what I'm
receipts.
saying.
It don't take you no 10 years to add receipts.
And also too, Kevin, with this the technology, you know, that we have, it's like, come on, even 10 years ago, the technology was still there. So I feel like it should not have took, you know, 10 years for them to come up with this, you know, and you know, this guidelines and this enforcement.
I mean, it's basically just the fact that they kept hearing about it, and not only did they keep hearing about it, it was put out there in social media and stuff like that, where the point where it couldn't be ignored. Because, like you said, it's been 10 years. They could have did this from the jump. They could have had this in place out the gate, because they know at some point a platform like this where you're interacting, you're live streaming, you're interacting with strangers and stuff like that, that things like this can happen. So I think they just at some point in the beginning probably didn't care, and then they continued to not care until it got to a point where it was like front and center, and they had to do something, because if they don't, then it's going to make it seem like Twitch doesn't care, which they really probably still don't. But they're just doing it to kind of save face and make it themselves look like, oh, look, we did it finally, you know, hooray for us. But y'all way overdue for this. But I'm glad that they finally did it, because now it'll definitely, you know, help out and you know, explain why people are, you know, getting banned for what and what they did. And it's just, you know, a better way to operate Twitch. Twitch still has a lot of things it needs to fix, but this was a major one. So I'm glad that they took care of it finally.
It was more than due, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think y'all all know why I made sure I added this to the document of things we talked about. So we need to now find out what the hell Dr. Disrespect did and why he was banned. I'm gonna need somebody to figure out what that nigga did. I've been trying to solve that case since it was in the notes like a year ago, maybe longer.
It was a minute ago.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
They was acting, this nigga did something evil. Okay, I need to know. I need to know.
I don't think what he really did is gonna come out at this point. I think it's just a situation where it's like, all right, he did something. Like some people say, oh, it's because he cheated on his wife or something like that, which I doubt. That's not it. That's not it. Like
Twitch wouldn't ban you from everything or even talking about them no more for that. And it's just like he's banned from events too. Like people can't even play games with him on their streams no more. He's super banned. Like I was reading another article. He like banned from Twitch and like certain Twitch affiliates. Like he can't even go to Call of Duty events and shit like that. Like it's certain, he just can't do it now. So like, nigga, what did you do? You did some shit. Okay, you ain't gotta look. If you don't want everybody to know, you know what I'm saying, you ain't got to make a public. You can just let me know.
You really need to know what this man. You really need to know what this man who don't know you really did. Like,
I'm not a nosy person, but in this case, I am nosy as fuck.
You need to go ahead and
whole Nokia off this bitch. Look, I need to know.
Leave the T-Pain campaign alone and start the Dr. Disrespect What You Do campaign. Just like that.
Yes, look, I'm on all the campaigns to seek justice. Okay, this is one of those mandatory campaigns we should all be a part of. What the hell that nigga done did? Okay, what you did, Dr. Disrespect? It's like, look at this. I've never watched the man's stuff. I don't know him. He might be a nice person for all I know. I don't know. I didn't watch the stream. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like be a popular dude. Seemed like he went over to YouTube gaming and been getting along just fine over there. But your past gonna catch up to you, Playboy. That's all I'm saying. One day, your shadow was gonna get seen. That's all I'm saying. Since we're talking about campaigns, I do want to also highlight the Save Marvel vs. Capcom 2 campaign launched by Maximilian Dude the other day on YouTube. Yep. That was dope. If y'all haven't heard, everybody here knows what Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is, but Maximilian Dude is like a big fighting game YouTuber, like basically the OG fighting game YouTuber, made a video talking about how it's ridiculous how it's been like almost 10 years, I think, since we couldn't. But I know it's been at least like 7 years since they took it off the stores. You literally can't buy Marvel vs. Capcom 2, and it's like a seminal fighting game. It's like one of the biggest, like as far as fighting in history goes, it put a lot of people on. So it's like it makes no sense that people can't play it. So you like started a campaign trying to save it. We'll see where that goes. We'll see where that goes.
All right, Grande, you want to go to commercial and then we come back and do the one gotta go and live questions from you guys. So be ready.
Yeah, be in that question queue. Get your questions ready. All right, y'all. We're gonna do a 60-second ad break. So if you're a subscriber, you are going to stick with us, and if you're not, we will see you in 60.
Bloodbath, what you got? What you got for us this week, brother? What you got for us this week?
All right, so this week, I've been saving this one gotta go because I've been waiting for the right crowd to be here.
Okay.
But by the right crowd, I mean people who I know will know these songs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this week's one gotta go is gonna be song based.
Okay.
And these songs, none of these are like brand new songs. So I was like, but also not super. One of these is an old ass song, but it's like the rest of these are popular ass songs that we all know, but one of them gotta go. Okay, I'll be ready.
Yep.
One gotta go. Return to the Mac. This Is How We Do It. Before I Let Go. Poison. Read them again.
This is how
Return to the Mac. This Is How We Do It. Before I Let Go. Poison.
This is how we do it.
And the funny thing is I suspected that This Is How We Do It was going to be on this list, and I was poised to say it because I fucking hate that song.
I don't hate the song, but I can live without it. Return to the Mac ain't going nowhere.
Return to the Mac ain't going nowhere.
Never going. And Before I Let Go ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I gotta.
Poison.
Damn it! Now that y'all say it, yeah,
come on
I gotta
now.
say This Is How We Do It.
Look,
I gotta say that. Damn.
I'll be all right if I'm at the. I'll be all right if I'm at the function and This Is How We Do It don't play. But let them hit one of them other joints. Oh, come on now.
This is how.
Poison was my ringtone for years, like years.
Yeah, This Is How We Do It. I gotta say This Is How We Do It.
And let me tell y'all why I hate it, because I liked it when I was younger. You know what I'm saying? But I just heard it so many times and like heard people singing it at karaoke and shit. Like it's just, I think it was really just more so like the more I heard it, the more I just couldn't stand it over time. And now I just really like I'll be turning that shit off so fast.
Yeah, I like This Is How We Do It though. But yeah, out of that group, I would say that one have to go. Dang, that's
like even Mike C-Town be had playing This Is How We Do It on his Instagram stories when he be showing some like vegan meal he made. I be turning that shit on mute so fast. I didn't want to hear that shit for them couple seconds.
This is how we do it.
Stop, please.
This is how we do it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So what you saying, Tyler? Is you never fucked with the Jackson Hewitt commercials? Remember the tax commercials?
Huh?
You remember the tax commercials? The Jackson Hewitt commercials.
I probably hated it by then and turned them off, and I blocked it out of my memory.
Everything was in slow-mo?
That's about how you talking about.
Hey, look. But yeah.
But like I said, I used to like that song, when I was younger, but I really cannot stand it now. Like, as soon as I hear it, I'd be like, I be trying to go outside away from wherever that shit is.
Dang, so you saying that song is all the way out your atmosphere. You don't want nothing to do with it.
I don't want to hear that shit. Like,
long
as maybe if I didn't hear it for like 25 years and then with the way climate change, well shit, with the way climate change and COVID is going, maybe if we get to the point where we just don't have no like radios or no shit, if I don't hear that song for 25 years and I'm watching the world burn and I hear it come from a distant car or some shit, maybe I'll be happy in that moment.
Damn, y'all picking Before I Let Go. What the heck? What is wrong with y'all human beings?
Hold up.
Actually, they tied. Poll tied, but yeah.
No, Before I Let Go shouldn't even be in the conversation to begin.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to let it go. Duh.
We ain't talking about the Beyonce version.
Nah, the real version.
Yeah, the real version
is good too, but still, we were talking about the OG version.
Yeah, we talking about the OG version Before I Let Go. What's wrong with y'all?
Yeah, y'all young ass motherfuckers.
Yeah,
it's the Beyonce version. Anybody talk about that?
Yeah, you know they young. That's all they keep saying is the Beyonce version. They ain't even saying, yeah.
I think it was because Beans from the East had sent something disparaging about Beyonce, so I deleted the comment. So now people keep talking about Beyonce, and I was like, look,
we are not talking about the Beyonce version, y'all. We are not.
I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Yeah. See, this is why they need to act praying back to schools so the kids could know better.
Oh my God.
Wait, what? Ain't got nothing to do Like, and Lord, please let them know that before I let go is a bop forever.
That's what old people's go-to excuse is. See, that's when it happened if they wouldn't take prayer out of schools. Right. Like, what? It's like got nothing to do with it. We're talking about lunch right now, man. I'm like, what? We're talking about the food. No, I did not expect for this to happen. Damn. So y'all like how Tyler said, she said that it would need to be like a 25 years before she want to hear This Is How We Do It again. How long do you think it takes for certain songs to get back in style to where you can hear them again? Like, because I still don't know when I'll be okay hearing Crank That Soulja Boy and be cool with it. Because I can't listen to it no more. That song is dead to me. It's still dead. And that song over. It's like that song like 13 years old at this point. Maybe probably a little older than that. Maybe. I still don't want to hear it. So it's like, how long do you think it'll take before Crank That is able to be played and we not hate it?
Man, I don't know.
That doesn't bother me other than Soulja Boy being abusive. But I mean, if a whole bunch of motherfuckers are abusive, actually, like, it's not something that I would play on my own, like of my own volition. But if it comes on, I don't be trying to turn that off as fast as I be trying to turn off This Is How We Do It.
So you would let Crank That Soulja Boy play before you would let This Is How We Do It? Oh, nah.
100%.
You got to flip it the other way for me.
100%.
I would be.
He said you completely out of pocket right now.
Look, Crank That. I can't.
I would do the whole dance and everything before I listen to 5 seconds of This Is How We Do It.
I would love to see that, Tyler. I would love to see you do the whole dance for Crank That.
I don't even remember the whole dance no more. And I used to kill it when I was a child.
Tyler. Please do that dance, Tyler. Please. I have to see that.
I only know the beginning of it. I only know the part, like the main part of it.
I'll send you the YouTube clip and then you'll know it. I need you to do this whole thing. I need you to do it all.
I don't even have YouTube no more. My YouTube got
stop it. Stop.
Right.
Stop it.
They turned my YouTube off. I ain't pay my YouTube bill.
I ain't pay my YouTube bill.
Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, I heard that he has the Vimeo link for you as well.
Yeah,
that's
right. I hit you with the Vimeo as well, Tyler. I hit you
if you ain't got that, you probably got the Daily Motion link. You know.
Yep. Whatever you need.
And if he ain't got that, he got the bootleg link. We can throw that out there.
You gonna do that? You gonna do that? Crank That dance? You definitely gonna pull that one off. I got to see that one.
I can't hear y'all. Damn, I ain't pay my Twitch or my Discord this month either.
Dang. It must be tough times
right there. Them paychecks.
Damn.
Like what?
They got you busy for no reason.
They got you working with them. They got you filming all that for nothing.
Yeah, I know, right?
They just wasting her time.
You need to go ahead and get you a government job.
You need to go on strike because
the film industry ain't what it used to be. Apparently, I thought it was
right?
It's rough out there. Dang.
Oh, we got
be this busy and can't pay no bills. I quit. I shoot it. I shoot that shit up. That had me fucked up.
Right.
Ain't the one.
We got somebody in the question queue.
Do we?
Was that
Ghost over in the question queue.
Hey, there we go. All right, so.
All right, hope your mic is ready. Hope your mic is
all right, Polterghost, you better be ready. All right.
He said you better be ready.
Better be ready. God damn.
Polterghost, you're live on the air.
Live on the air.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. I can hear you, Polterghost.
Yes.
What is up? How you doing? How you living?
What's up, man?
I'm doing fine. Left arm's kind of sore because of the vaccine and stuff, but
that was good. He was up there getting shot up. Right? Keep it up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Oh Lord.
Sorry.
Don't do that.
It's kind of a weird question, but what's a game you would still play if they took out the main character?
Resident Evil 5. Sheva.
Bruh, stop. Every time with you, bruh. It's always gonna be
Sheva. What? She wasn't the main character. It was Chris. So if they took out Chris in Resident Evil 5, I'm cool if Sheva was the main character. I'm cool.
I bet you would. I bet you would be. I bet you would.
Why do you always find a way to make these conversations about women? It's like every chance you get.
Y'all know how much I love Sheva.
He said that shit so quick. He was like, he's been waiting for this question his whole life.
This is not new. Y'all act like this is new. Y'all know I love Sheva. So yes, that's picking her.
Okay.
Damn.
Take out a game. Well, if by that logic, well, no, I can't. I gotta think before I say. Hold on.
Yeah. The
Dang.
game
If
I
they
would
took
say,
out the main character and replaced them with somebody else, or like, I need more information.
Oh man, I didn't think that far.
You're like, no, they just gone.
You can't replace them. Can't replace them. Just completely out of the story. All that.
All right.
so it's like I'm playing the game. I just be playing it as somebody else, I guess.
Just not the
But
main character.
I like the world and the story enough that I'd play that world and story without the main character.
Or you feel like maybe the world and story aren't super connected to that character, like if somebody else could fill in that blank.
I got one. I'd say Uncharted. Because I
thought about that. It's not bad.
I think Nathan Drake, because Nathan Drake ain't nothing but really like a Laura, kind of like Laura Croft. But I think Nathan Drake isn't. I think if he was in like the world and the setting of Uncharted, anybody could fit into that. So I think, yeah, and I wouldn't say Tomb Raider because Laura Croft has so much character and dynamic to her, and she's iconic. Not saying Nathan Drake ain't iconic, but like I think he's an interchangeable character that wouldn't really take away from what everything else that Uncharted brought. So yeah, that's my answer.
Let's say Super Mario World. I could have somebody besides Mario and Luigi.
Waluigi, the best character.
Yoshi. That's all we need. Have Yoshi get a shine finally.
Don't he got his own game?
Yeah, but he could have had one earlier. He was brought in to be a slave, to be ridden on and force fed. No, we ain't about that. Yoshi had to come up from that struggle.
I'm gonna say The Legend of Zelda, but this time he actually plays Zelda. So I guess Zelda, because he always Link. And
I like that.
I play Zelda or any of the other characters. I really like to play as a Goron. I think Gorons are dope. The rock people, I think they're dope.
All right, was there another question, Portugos, or that's it?
Oh no, that's it. Thanks
Can I
for.
pose like a counter question real quick? Like, are there any games that y'all think of where the main character really makes the game for you, and you feel like you could not play that game, or the game wouldn't be the same if it wasn't that main character?
I would say Metroid. Oh, that's a good one too.
God of War. Without Kratos, that game don't mean nothing without Kratos.
I would say the same thing about Metroid too as well.
Yeah, there's a couple games like that. I really fucked with Ratchet and Clank. I thought that Ratchet and Clank were some really fun characters. They had great banter and all that. It was dope.
Yeah,
I really liked playing as them. I couldn't imagine playing as somebody else.
Do you think it'd be cheating to pick like fighting games like Street Fighter or Tekken, or because they have a big roster, but I can't see them making a game without like Ryu or
I mean, it would be risky, but you have to have once you establish some characters, you got to bring them back as fans expect them up to a certain point. Yeah. So I don't know if fighting games count.
Yeah,
I think Mortal Kombat did. I think was it in Mortal Kombat 4 they didn't have Scorpion, but did they?
No, Scorpion's been in every Mortal Kombat game.
Which I could have sworn was which Mortal Kombat. Maybe I'm thinking of a different character. It was one more.
I know it was one where they
didn't have a main.
They killed off Liu Kang. I think that was Deadly Alliance.
That was 4. That was 4 when they killed off Liu Kang.
Liu Kang.
Yeah, they killed him off in part 4.
No, it wasn't 4. It was Deadly Alliance.
It
was that was Deadly Alliance when they killed off Liu Kang. I don't think
it's gonna be.
Oh, MK3. See, I was right. Someone said MK3.
Oh, MK3 he didn't Scorpion. Okay.
Yeah, I about to say I knew it. I just had to run Mortal Kombat, but yeah, it was one Mortal Kombat.
I'm thinking of Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 because he was in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3,
right?
Not the original.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see how Tekken is going to be without Heihachi. Because that the story from 7 is like, and no Heihachi. So it's just like certain characters, they just age out. You know what I'm saying? They just be gone. So you think he gonna be added in DLC somehow as a ghost, or because it's certain characters when you've been in the game for a long ass time, kind of like what Tekken low key changed their main character. It used to be Kazuya. Then Tekken 3, there was like, yo, Jin is that new hotness because Kazuya wasn't even in 3. Jin was on the cover. Jin been like the main character low key for a minute since 3 on. So you can change your main character.
Yeah, fighting games are a little easier to do that because there's so many characters still.
Yeah, so it's a lot of characters that help carry the game.
Right.
Yeah, but no, that God of War is a good one though. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for answering my question.
All right, no problem.
We thank you for your question.
Appreciate you. You got any? Did you want anybody to be able to find you? You want to shout out anything?
No, cause I'm an old man with no social media. So.
All right, that's cool. I respect
real.
That's how
That's real.
Right, me too.
That's real, man. That's real.
All right,
folks. Appreciate you.
But the main goal is to create an Instagram and post some art on there if I ever get to that point. But yeah.
Okay.
Well, when you do, let us know.
Let us know.
We'll tell the streets.
Yeah, so you can check out your art. But we appreciate you coming through with the question.
No problem. Thank y'all.
All right.
No problem. Have a good day.
All right. So before we get up out of here,
we got another question.
We got another question. Oh, we do. Oh, my bad. Okay, my bad. I didn't even see it. I'm sorry.
Igwe is back.
Igwe.
Okay.
All right.
What's that question?
Igwe,
you are on the air.
He was.
Igwe, you know better than this, Igwe.
No better than this.
You done been here before. You act like you don't do this. You've been here before.
Eat that cake, anime.
Come on, you up there?
Igwe.
You ain't eating that cake, anime.
Igwe, no way you doing this today. Come on.
And then he gonna leave.
And then he gonna leave? Okay, he back.
There you go.
All right, third time the charm, y'all. Third time the charm. Let's get it. Come on, roll them dice. Come on. Give me 7.
Come on, bro.
7.
Roll that
live on the air, Igwe.
Roll that beautiful meme footage.
Here, he's still here.
Hey,
there we go.
Okay,
roll that 7 on him.
Come
on.
And we hear you. You muted right now. You muted.
There we go.
Y'all can hear me.
Yes, okay. There we go.
All right, I got one. One got to go for y'all.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. Let's bring it.
4 hip hop classic albums. Y'all got rid of 1. You got Chronic, Illmatic, Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers, or Ready to Die.
Oh, okay. That's easy.
I feel like I've seen this before. I feel like I've seen this.
This is so easy for me. Y'all want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give y'all time to think. Ready to Die don't really mean nothing to me, so I could go. It means absolutely nothing to me. Not an ounce of me cares about that album. The rest of those albums I like and enjoy. I've listened to. Ready to Die. It doesn't move the needle for me. So it's what it is.
Well, why not though? Like,
I just never cared. I've never been one of them Biggie people. It's like, okay, cool.
You're from the South. That's why. So yeah,
I'm Southern, so it's like you put a whole ass New York list and then one West Coast album. This list, most of his lists meant nothing to me, except I fuck with West Coast music and also I like Wu-Tang and I do listen to Nas. But Biggie, I don't listen to Biggie. I don't. I really don't. I've never listened to a Biggie album. I just don't. I'm like my Southern ears. They don't really gel with that kind of stuff most of the time. Honestly,
I feel you.
All right, for me, I'm gonna have to say it might be unpopular to some, but it's because this album I listened to I didn't listen to this album. I listened to this album after I've heard all those other albums, and because I wasn't from that area or era, it just didn't get to me until later. So I'm gonna say The Chronic. The Chronic's a great album, but I was so connected to like Ready to Die and Wu-Tang and Illmatic because like growing up, a lot of the people who listen to hip hop listen to that type of stuff. So like we listened to pop a little bit and stuff like that, but like I didn't get to The Chronic for like a while, like until I got a little older, and I went and found it listened to it myself. And it's a great album, but yeah, it just didn't have that connection to me that Wu-Tang and Ready to Die and Illmatic did. So that's my answer.
What about you, Beezy?
I feel like I can't even answer this because all these albums are very, very strong for me. No matter which one I pick, it's like Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't know. Tyler, what you got? I can't pick one.
You don't know.
I mean, y'all don't really want to hear my opinion on this.
She told us she don't be listening to rap.
I do.
No, I grew up on rap. No, don't get it twisted. I grew up on rap.
We asked you a rap question. You ain't know.
Huh?
We asked you a rap question one time. You was like, I ain't listening to these rappers. Yeah, girl, it was old. Maybe that's a bunch of questions.
He's testing your rap card right now. He's saying you ain't out here with his rap.
Right. First of all, look.
He's testing your rap card.
Rap hard. I'm just saying, she said in the past, she don't listen to rap all the time. So some of these albums she may not care about.
y'all are not gonna want to hear my answer, but I mean, I do want to add that caveat. You know what I'm saying in terms of what you said, because like I said, I grew up on rap, but also I feel like my relationship to rap is a little bit different than y'all's. So, but I'm gonna say Illmatic, and y'all are gonna be mad at me. But I've never really been that big of a Nas fan. Even when I was like, even when rap was all I listened to, I was just never really that big of a Nas fan. Y'all done got quiet. See, this is why.
No, I'm still thinking. I don't even know.
I respect it. I respect it. I know people personally who don't really mess with Nas like that or Illmatic too. I'm like, you know, it is what it is.
I'm not surprised by your answer. I was more surprised by how we got 54 people in here, but only had 9 votes in the poll. That's what surprised me the most.
Because people don't want to vote. Because everybody's
scared. I was scared. Look, I be saying shit for my chest. I told y'all Ready to Die could go. Didn't mean nothing to me. It is what it is. You got to be at peace with your decisions. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sit with your chest out. Ready to Die could go.
And came up with an answer, B.
Man,
come on, B. Say something.
Man, this B ain't gonna say nothing.
These albums are all like, all man, right. This is
any, meeny, miny, mo. Do any, meeny, miny, mo.
What's the last one you listened to?
Going to high school.
Which one did you listen to most recently? In order, what recent one did you listen to?
I don't know. You know how much music I listen to?
Now, I want to talk about these 4 albums, though. I ain't talking about everything.
I don't know like which ones I've listened to recently. Like,
all right, let's put it in this perspective. You got all 4 albums on the table. You got to get rid of one, or the whole house blow up with you in it. What you take off the table? Your life depends on this now. Which out of the 4 albums will you die?
This is horrible.
You saying you ready to die? Is what you saying? You ready to die?
He's saying he ready to die. So it sounds like Ready to Die is staying.
Right.
And
it says
I ain't even say that.
You ain't saying nothing. That's the problem. That's what we in this predicament,
bro. We gotta put this. We gotta put this perspective in because you gotta say something, bro. You can't just say all of them. You gotta pick.
I don't know.
It was tough for B. It was tough. I had to go with the whole just which one had the farthest connection to me. I had to go that route because it's tough too. Exactly. All of them are great albums.
All of these albums are like special to me, so I can't even like. Man. I can't even say which one is like less or. So they're all important to me for each reason.
So basically, the house blew up. The house blew up. You dead. R.I.P. BZ. You gonna have Boys to Men singing at your funeral and stuff like that. It's gonna be a whole time, bro. It's gonna be a whole thing, bro.
Yeah, all because you can't
pick an album. Because you can't pick one album.
Yeah, I can't. I'm just gonna say Chronic since that's the only West Coast album on there, and that's just a bullshit reason. That's a bullshit reason.
But it's a reason. That's all that matters. Okay, we have answers for everybody now. Cool. All right. B was just afraid to break another wall with that Kool-Aid outfit. Go ahead, Tyler.
No, I was gonna say, and for the record, like Ready to Die is not even my favorite Biggie album. Like I bumped Life After Death way more than I bumped Ready to Die. But like still, even with all of that said, I've just never been a big.
That's real. That's real.
I feel that.
All right. That was a dope question though. Yeah, BZ up there. Yeah, BZ up there stressing.
That boy was sweating.
That boy was like, he was ready. He was literally ready to die for that question. He
was ready to end the show. But like, look, y'all, this we're gonna end the show this week. He's like, he's going to cut it right there.
All right. Well, you know, thanks for having me up here. You feel me?
We appreciate you always coming through with the questions. You know, if you want to promote, let anybody know where to find you. Feel free.
Yeah, man. You already know to find me at Instagram at Champagne Poppy. You found me there.
Wait.
You lying, bro. Yeah, bro, that man don't need no more followers, bro, if you don't stop.
I
was like, wait, hold on.
You just gonna come on our show and just start lying at some dude. You up here, you go places to lie.
This man just up here lying for Aubrey Graham like it's cool. Like, bro.
Like, no, y'all can find me at, Igwe of art, Igwe period art. You feel me? Y'all want me to do some work, some commissions, any of that? I'm right here. You feel me?
Exactly.
That's what's up.
You need that art, holla at Igwe.
Yeah.
Or that trying.
All right, man. Y'all take care.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. All right. And those are our questions.
Yes, man. Appreciate you guys. If you want to ask us a question live on the air, be sure to join our pod question queue and the show once we give y'all the notification. As always, we always thank you guys for sending in y'all questions and asking us, coming on live on the air.
Yep.
And everything, man. It's always fun. Before we get up out of here, Granddad, what you got going on your channel this week?
So tomorrow I'm gonna try to stream. I'm hopefully can try to stream some more Ratchet and Clank. I'm gonna try to beat that game tomorrow. Hopefully, Thursday more Gears 4 with you on your channel, and if I can do a fighting game Friday, I'll do one Friday. And I also got to say, y'all, I know I missed the CPU cup for the second CPU cup for Soul Calibur 6. We're gonna get on that, but the next CPU cup, because for my DEW folk, SummerSlam is coming up on the 21st. So SummerSlam weekend, we got to do again the CPU Rumble match, and it's gonna be a Legends version now. So we doing all the Legends minus Hulk Hogan, because fuck him. But yeah, so we gonna do that. So more info on that will be coming soon. So make sure you look out for that, because it's gonna be a lot of fun. DW on the commentary as always, and yeah, that's it.
What about you, Bloodbath? What's going on with HID and HD?
HID boys now in HD are back. We better record again tomorrow. New video dropping. We're gonna be covering Ultimate Madness 4, so be on the lookout for that. Also be on the lookout for some more silly stuff we got popping up soon. We 90% done with it now, so y'all should be seeing it sometime next week.
Tyler,
I told y'all they cut my Twitch off.
That is what she said.
You better get a payment plan. You better ask for an extension.
Oh man, I'm telling you, man. I want to get Tyler on stream playing KO City. We got to get her on. We got to get her on the stream.
You gonna love it,
get her
Tyler.
download the game first.
You gonna love.
Yeah,
you gotta get like after this.
Get her
download the game.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not gonna download it after this, because after this, like once I'm
Apex,
I'm playing Apex.
Yeah.
That shit ain't gonna be choking my internet bandwidth. That's why I got to remember to do it during the day when I can.
Choking my internet bandwidth.
My
She's
internet
so
bandwidth.
She's so
what
slick.
you got? What you got the basic? What you got the basic low tier plan?
She's so slick.
You got dial up over there. Is
God.
what you saying? You can't. It can't handle it.
It's still gonna make my shit slower if I'm downloading something else at the same time.
Why do you ain't downloaded while we was doing this?
Right, you could have did that while we were doing this.
Then my shit would be lagging while I'm talking to y'all.
Look, we need to go ahead. See, Tyler, look, y'all.
Yeah, I know she gonna come over.
Tyler out here struggling, y'all. She ain't doing too well right now. The film industry ain't doing what they need to be doing, so she ain't got no good internet. She can't even pay her Twitch bill. She can't pay her YouTube bill. Her internet track, bro. We need to help Tyler out. We gonna start you a GoFundMe, because you need. We gonna do that. We gonna start you a GoFundMe. We gonna get you right. All right, we gonna get you right. Because you can't be living like this, Tyler. It ain't right.
Yeah.
It ain't fair.
Okay.
Can't be out here like this.
Okay.
You can't look. Can't be out here like this.
If this continues the way it's on, she's gonna have to start selling some of her hoodies to be able to.
Oh no, she can't do that. She can't. The hoodie bandit can't be out here throwing. She can't be slinging hoodies out here now.
Too far. Look, we're not too far from hoodie season now. She gonna be. It's gonna be here for you. She gonna be
slinging her finest hoodies to just make ends meet. We can't have that. We can't have that.
It's not okay.
Look.
Well, yeah, on my channel, pretty much like Willie said, we playing Gears 4. I might stream tomorrow. I just don't know what. But also be on the lookout. New Year's the Mike still on episode tomorrow. Still Dead in Hip Hop videos being uploaded. We have to update our Patreon classic album reviews, because we are like so behind on that. And also, if you are a patron, catch the replay. I put off one of the biggest upsets against FIFA. I represented Mobb Deep, and he had Outkast, and I won. So if you a patron, didn't hit my patron, make sure you watch the replay, the full replay on our. I
still don't know how FIFA dropped the ball on that one.
Check that out. And
FIFA don't know either.
That's about it. That's about it, man. So that'll do it for this week. We will see y'all next week. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.
We gonna run a 60-second ad break. So if you're a subscriber and you love us, you gonna stick with us. But if not, then we'll see you in 60, and then you just got to reevaluate your feelings for us, because we thought you loved us, but I mean, y'all ain't want to like subscribe or nothing. That's cool though. I mean, I understand. I ain't saying y'all
off so good.
Bro, I'm just saying.
So good.
That sounds manipulative.
Yeah, it really does.
Look. I know y'all. Look, I'm just saying y'all here because y'all like us, but like subs love us.